Hey there, Citizens Paler here, and welcome back. We're talking Star Citizen again, and today I just wanted to talk a little bit more about 3.5 and the channel, all of that. I realize the vast majority of you are here for Star Citizen, and it's been like 15 days since I put together a video, maybe not quite that long, last 10, 11 days. And I've been trying. I honestly have been. I have some things I wanted to do over the last 3 days. I've been trying to put together a video on the Avenger Titan, or the Avenger series in general. Basically following along with what I did with the Aurora and the Mustang. For those ships, was how viable are they? For the Avenger, it was kind of it's a ship that I've highly recommended. In fact, in my new buyer's guide, it's kind of what I recommend most people do, like buy the base package, then CC you up to the Avenger, because it just gives you a good general starting ship. And I still stand by that, but the funny thing is I never have actually spent much time with the Avenger. I would say maybe 90 minutes total up until earlier this week. So I kind of wanted to put my money where my mouth was a little bit, and actually spend some real time with the Avenger, get some good in-depth impressions with it, and see, like, is this a good recommendation? Is this a good starting point for most people? Maybe as a stopgap as they look to get to something like the Cutlass Black if they're not looking for a pure combat ship. And the short answer is yes, I think. The long answer is it's been like pulling teeth to just try and get out there and experience the game. 3.5 has improved. Over the video I put out 12-ish days ago, where I was talking about like the stores weren't populating stuff, it's come along. They've done 2 client-sized hotfixes plus whatever they're doing on the back end, and now most of the time the stores populate. Most of the time, not always, depends on what server you end up on. Now, most of the time, the waypoints, when you request a mission or whatever, they show up and you can actually go and do them, and stuff like that. But there's still just some odd things that have been keeping me from really getting into it. I'll give you an example. So I've been busy with work this week, so my playtime has been down. So I think it was like Thursday night I got on and I was going to go check it. So first thing is I spawn in, and my character, when I told him to get out of bed to press the Y key, stood up inside the bed. Didn't like turn around and put his feet on the floor, just stood up inside the bed. What this did was put my head into the ceiling, which killed me. Like, just killed me. Like, all right. So I respawn the second time I get out of bed. I go downstairs and there's no items in the shop, which is concerning. I kind of use that as my gauge of what type of the server I'm on, if it's running fairly well or not, but there's no items in the shop. I'm like, all right. But we'll go ahead and we'll take the tram over to the spaceport. We'll go ahead and take the Avenger out, and I will, do some bounty missions or something. So I go and I wait on the tram. The tram shows up. I get in the tram, and I got like a 2-minute tram ride or whatever, so I just tell my character to sit down on the seat. My character sits down and instantly falls through the world and dies. And this was after like a 10-hour workday, which isn't ridiculously long. People work 10 hours all the time, but it was just kind of like, ugh. So I closed the game and went and played, I don't even remember what I played, but something else that wasn't giving me problems. Today, somewhat similar issues happened. So I got on and my intention was, all right, let's put together this Titan footage. We'll put out the Avenger video for Monday. So I get in there and I get out to the Avenger, pull it out of the hangar, take off and everything, and everything's going fairly well. I take a mission to go collect a black box, fly out, engage the 2 ships that are there, kind of protecting the wreck, destroy those. It takes a little while to destroy the Gladius. That guy kind of really gave me a problem. He wasn't dangerous, just, man, small light fighters are really hard to hit, especially when they roll a lot. They become a real pain in the butt. The Cutlass went down way easier than the Gladius. But eventually did that, go out, EVA, pick up the red box or the black box and bring it back, throw it in my ship. And within 30 seconds of getting it back to my ship, getting in the cockpit and getting ready to head back and drop it off, I get a message, the bounty failed. Like, what? Why? I don't know if we ran out of time. The black box is clearly in the back of my ship, so someone else didn't turn it in, so I'm guessing it was a time thing, and maybe I should have been paying more attention. When I accepted it, I only had like 8 minutes to do it. but that fails. So I'm like, all right, well, I fly back anyway, try to drop it off just to see if maybe I'll still get credit. I don't. So I'm like, all right, well, what's the next thing? Well, some of the things that you can't do with the Aurora, you can't do with the Mustang is like the courier mission. So I'm like, all right, let's do a courier mission. So I go ahead and pick up a courier mission. They send me out to someplace on Wella. I fly out there. I land, and I don't land my ship on the landing pad. I've learned the hard way from that. So I land right next to the building with pickup. Open the back ramp, walk in, go into the door, interact with the thing, grab the box, walk back out. I'm inside less than a minute, probably closer to 30 seconds, as by the time I get through the airlock, my ship's despawned. It's just gone. Less than a minute, my ship is gone. And this is one of those places that's got landing pads and stuff, but it does not have the larger air vehicles spaceship terminals. The only thing you can spawn is ground vehicles there. So now it's gone. I'm just kind of stuck there. I could send out a message for like a pickup or whatever, but like, so then I got to die, respawn, go back. I got to reclaim insurance, claim my ship. And it's just things like this. I don't want to beat on the game too hard. It is an alpha. I know these things are to be expected. My frustration more comes from I'm seeing the channel growing. I'm seeing interest on the channel. I'm seeing comments. I'm seeing likes and all that stuff. And I really want to put out more Star Citizen content, but then this stuff just gets in the way. And it's like, as a hobby, I'm kind of just want to go ahead and play something that I'm going to have fun with. So I guess like the TLDR 3.5, it's coming along. Hopefully with 3.5.1, things will be much better. We'll be jumping in, hopefully looking at the 300 variants and stuff. There will be more Star Citizen content. I promise that. I just don't know if it's going to be, it might literally be 2 or 3 days down the line. It might be 10 or 15 days down the line. So if you're kind of newer here to the channel and everything, thank you for the subscription, or not the subscription, well, the subscribe, yeah. Thank you for whatever, coming by, seeing the videos. There will be more content. It's not going to be regular like it was, simply because I don't find the game to be in a state where I can play it regularly like I was in order to make that content. When that changes over, if that's 3.5.1, if that's 3.6, it will tick back up and everything. In the short term, when I do have something that I feel is worth doing and showing, I will do it. But I'm not going to make content for the sake of making content. That's just not good as a hobby. If this was my job, I could understand that. I understand there's some people out there that put out a video, sometimes 2 videos a day. I'm not calling anybody out, but they're doing that as their primary source of income. So that makes sense. For me, where there's no income out of it, it's literally just a hobby, doesn't make so much sense. So I'm going to stick with when it feels right, when I actually have something good to show you guys that I feel is of reasonable quality, that's when it'll come again. So there's where we stand. You might see some World of Warships content coming up here on the channel. I have been playing around with Rebel Galaxy again, so there'll probably be a follow-up on that video. I've picked up, what is it called? It's kind of like the X series, but a little more focused on, well, it just doesn't have the same flight mechanics. What is this game called? Gemini or something? Hang on. Where's my installed? Here we go. It is called, where is it? Where is it? Oh boy. Starpoint Gemini Warlords. Interesting game. I don't know if I like it yet or not, but another one like along those veins of these Star Citizen type games, the While We Wait holdover type games. It definitely has some X4 elements, just with more of a focus on you're flying more medium-sized ships. It almost has like, it's a hybrid between X4 and Rebel Galaxy, in terms of like you're more just broadsiding and letting your guns automate and stuff like that. There's some possibilities there, some interesting stuff there. I just haven't dove far enough into it. Okay, we're starting to ramble. There we go, guys. Hopefully you hang around with the channel and check back in from time to time. There will be more content coming, like I said. Until then, though, this has been Paller. Thanks for watching.